Ah shit. Here we go again.
Herkese merhaba dostlar. Bugün eski Telladin tüccar arkadaşımızla yeniden görüşeceğiz. Hatırlarsınız biz o arkadaşımızı gelgit olaylarında kurtarmıştık. Motorları arızalanmıştı. Şimdi tekrardan bizi yanına çağırdı. Ya biz bu arkadaşımızı kurtardık da şimdi biz bu arkadaşımızdan kurtulamıyoruz. Üçüncü defa bizi yanına çağırdı. Bu seferki görevinde bize bir maddeden bahsetti. Bir madde bulmuş kendileri. Ona bir bakacağız. Bakalım görevimiz bizi nerelere sürükleyecek. Hadi gidelim.
This is horrible. The invisible hand ought to ensure supply. How is this supposed to be a free and competitive market if demand is not being met? We have to break the Northriver monopoly. We need a researcher to investigate this Protectyon. Do you happen to know any scientists?
Assistant! Forgive me for butting in, but I could not help overhearing the conversation you just had with your companion. This so-called Protectyon substance and its properties intrigue me, and I would very much like to investigate this matter further. Perhaps you can assist me in my research. All you need to do is get me a sample of this enigmatic substance, and I will begin my research immediately. I am confident that there is a possibility of synthesizing the Protectyon once I have had a look at it here in my laboratory.
Excellent. Now, Protectyon is exorbitantly expensive, but I suppose we will not need an entire unit to conduct your research. It might be our best course of action to approach the CEO of Northriver Company directly. We might be able to buy a small sample from him. If we can find him, that is. It is well known that he occasionally likes to flaunt his enormous wealth. A fellow trader just spotted him taking his most prized possession out for a pleasure cruise. I have sent you the coordinates of his last known location. Start from there.
Awaiting orders.
Unknown ship.
Yes? What is it you want? I sure hope you have a good reason for approaching me. I am quite busy, you see. What? Just a sample? Such a small quantity won't get you far. If you want to protect yourself from the tide, can't afford more, eh? Oh well, since you seem to be new around here, I'll allow it. Once. To get you hooked. Am I not charitable? I will even cut you a special deal. How about that? Go. I hope you leave as a satisfied customer. Oh, and by the way, don't for 1 second think that you can use this sample to engineer a competing product. It won't work. Northriver products are just too ingenious. Run along now. I have much more important matters to attend to.
I wonder if being obnoxious is his deliberate business strategy. No matter. It will make it all the more enjoyable when we pull the rug from under the Northriver Company. You want to take it back to the headquarters yourself? Go ahead.
Docking granted. Successfully docked.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Hello there. Ah, excellent. Pass me the Protectyon sample so that we may begin. Thank you kindly. I have added the Protectyon research to our agenda and listed the required secondary materials. Feel free to initiate the research at any time convenient to yourself.
Arayışında.
Evet, Boso boş boş konuşmasın diye bu tarafa geldim arkadaşlar. Ben araştırmamızı başlatıyorum. Şimdi geri kalan malzemelerimizin gelmesini bekleyeceğiz. Plazma ilkeleri gerekiyormuş. Onu da bizim gemilerimizden bir tanesi otomatik olarak yapacaktır. Evet, 3 tane gemimiz geliyor plazma ilkelerini getirmeye. İkisi kendi gemimiz. Birisi anti yüksek teknoloji gemisi. Bunlar da gelince araştırmamızı tamamlayalım. Evet, araştırmamızı tamamladık. Şimdi Boso ile konuşmaya geldik.
I am afraid the results of my research have turned out to be inconclusive. This so-called Protectyon is a condensate substance unlike anything else I have ever encountered. This sample is highly unstable and incredibly potent. I am afraid that I just do not have the instruments to adequately examine it further. It certainly will not be possible to synthesize the condensate with any equipment we currently have at our disposal. Disappointing as it is for me to have to say, I doubt that anyone else in the network is in possession of the technology to do so either.
How very odd. Northriver is a remarkably small company that seems to have shot up out of nowhere roughly 11 years ago. If what you say is true, then they could not possibly have had the means to develop this themselves. And frankly, while Brantlee is undoubtedly an ambitious businessman, he certainly does not strike me as the scientific type.
Oh dear. Speaking of whom, I have just received a communications request from Brantlee Northriver. Opening comms channel.
So, how's it going? Have you cracked it yet? Of course you haven't. As if I, corporate mastermind inventor, would risk giving away my secrets.
That petty peddler only really got in contact to gloat. Perhaps you can use the occasion to extract some information. His ego is his weakness. Try to bait him into giving something away.
Well, of course I can be proud of my accomplishments. I built this company from the ground up. I came from nothing. Hard work and dedication. That's all it takes. And now our Northriver product keeps an entire system of people safe. Ah, it's not the equipment. It's the minds that make all the difference. You and your fish friend just cannot match my scientific acumen. Strip it all away from me, shut down my company, and through sheer dedication and wit, I would still rise to the top again.
This is clearly not working. He is too preoccupied with praising himself to actually betray anything of substance. I know, from what we have gathered, he is immensely proud of his ship. Just go with that. It might lead somewhere.
A race, huh? Let me think about it. All right. I don't know why you would want to challenge me, seeing as the Astrid is literally the fastest ship out there. But sure, let's go for it. And you know what? I'll go one better. You've been trying so pathetically to analyze the Protectyon. So if you win, I will just tell you what you want to know. But you won't. Bring your fastest ship. I am looking forward to this.
You will find that a new item of research is available. Given what we have learned from our teleportation research, I believe we can apply it on a grand scale. This experiment will result in the relocation of this station to another position within this sector. That is, unless we run into some disastrous issue, of course. Thanks to my extensive research, you now have the capability to teleport between your own ships. If executed correctly, you will not actually have to match his speed at all.
I think I know where you are going with this, Bozo. And yes, it is indeed possible. Brantlee has already transmitted the coordinates for the racetrack.
Yes, 2 ships. One in which you will initiate the race, and the other hidden away close to the finish line in which you will end it. Oh, what a deliciously devious ploy.
Although we now have a plan, you still need to keep up appearances. Do not show up in a cheap piece of junk in which you could not possibly win.
With your help, I could research ship engine modifications.
A tricked-out engine would help with keeping up appearances.
Şimdi olayımız şu. Biz bu arkadaşlarla yarışacağız. Yarış esnasında işte onları geçebilmek için hileye hurdaya başvurdu Bozo. Tabii ki makul bir derecede hile hurda. Tam bir hile değil. 2 tane gemimiz olacak birbirine çok benzeyen. O gemilerden bir tanesi başlangıç çizgisinde start verecek. Diğeri de bitiş çizgisine yakın olacak. Öyle o şekilde 2 tane gemi satın alabiliriz. Ya da var olan gemilerimizi kullanabiliriz. Ama düşük seviyeli gemi almayın diye uyardı bizi. Biz de ona göre talimatlara uyarak gideceğiz ve şu kısımdan bahsetmek istiyorum size hızlıca. Temel şasi modları, temel motor modları, temel kalkan modları, temel silah modları var burada. Temeller, gelişmişler ve istisnai yazıyor ama gelişmişin bir üstü hani daha güçlü hale geliyor. Temel şasi modülleri geminin hulluna eş, yani gövdesine eş, motor hızına eş, kalkan kalkanına, artık silahsa silahına eş. Geliştirebiliyorsunuz. Bizden Bozo'nun istediği temel motor modlarını araştırmamız. Temel motor modlarından 3 tane, diğer hepsinden 3 tane var. Bunları böyle tek tek araştırabilirsiniz. Zaten şu ilk temeller sizden materyal istemiyor. Size bir takım görev veriyor. Basit görevler. Onları yaparak temel modları açabilirsiniz. Ben motordan başlayacağım. Şimdi bize bir görev verildi. Bosso'nun görevi. Bosso araştırmaya başladığımız zaman direkt bize bir görev verdi. Bu görevse bir yarış yapacağız biz Grand Exchange'de bir adam ile. O adamı yendiğimiz zaman adam bize antimadde sürücüsünü verecek, sensörünü verecek, enjeksiyon sensörünü verecek ve antimadde araştırmamızı yapacağız. Şimdi oraya gidiyoruz. Zaten şu an altımızda bulunan gemi hızlı bir gemi. Bununla kolayca kazanabileceğimize inanıyorum. Şimdi oraya gidelim.
Autopilot disengaged.
I'm marking the end position for you. You must simply reach the destination in the allotted time. Prepare yourself. Go!
Autopilot engaged. Entering Grand Exchange 1. Empty space. Autopilot disengaged.
Very good work. I have submitted your results to the governing body of the sport. You can collect your prize.
Evet. Bosso'nun bize vermiş olduğu görevi tamamladık. Görevimiz zaten basitti. Bir yarış yaptık. Yarışı da zaten kendi kendimize yaptık. Bir yere ulaşmak için. Biz de ulaştık. Şimdi tekrardan Bosso'nun bize vermiş olduğu koordinatlara gidip yarışı kazandığımızı zaten söyledi Bosso. Koordinatlara gideceğimiz arkadaşımıza. O arkadaşımız da bize ödülümüzü verecek. O ödülümüzü almaya gidiyoruz. Evet, Bosso'nun bize söylemiş olduğu koordinatlara gelip arkadaşımızla konuşmaya gidelim. Pardon, 1500. Burada bir gemi var. Bu gemiyi 1.500.000'e satıyor. Şöyle göstereyim. Şöyle bir gemi ama ben bu gemiyi her seferinde geldiğimde buradan böyle satın alıyorum. Evet arkadaşlar, şimdi bize yeni bir hedef verildi. Bu hedefte de motorumuzu geliştirmek için olan parçaları edinmemiz gerekiyor. Bunun için tabii ki Bosso bize birkaç öneride bulundu. Bu önerilerden birkaç tanesini şöyle sıralayayım size. Birincisi istasyonlarla görev yapmak. İkincisi sağda solda istasyonları tarayıp onların sinyallerini de tarayıp daha doğrusu gelişmiş motor yakıt enjektörleri, gelişmiş yakıt konteyneri, neodymium oksit bunları elde edebiliriz. Tabii görev olduğu için bu bize bir kolaylık sağlandı. Bu uzun menzilli tarayıcı kullanarak bu 3 tanesini edineceğiz. Şimdi gidelim tarayalım. Bakalım neler olacak.
Entering Morningstar 4. Empty space.
just need to upgrade a suitable ship at a wharf of your choice. Check the briefing I sent to see how fast the ship should be able to go at a minimum.
High-tech storage facility detected. Owner, Duke's Buccaneers. Purpose, unknown.
Oh no! I am certain that these dreadful and frightening pirates are hoarding valuable wares for some sinister purpose. Assistant, it is paramount that we confiscate these instruments of evil, post-haste.
Yes. Supremely evil. Of course. Well, you heard the Boron. Consider whether taking these wares into your custody would be a profitable, the morally right thing to do. I'm fairly sure that this stash is just one of their many contingency plans, though. You know how they are. In case you were wondering, all the goodies are piled up in the storage modules. Cracking them will require some serious firepower.
Şimdi olayı şöyle anlatayım. Bize hızlı bir gemi lazım. M boyutunda hızlı bir gemi lazım. S boyutu kabul etmiyor görev. O yüzden burada iki tane seçeneğimiz var aslında. Birisi Minotaur Rider, diğeri de Bakü. Ama genelde Baküler daha hızlı oluyorlar. Şimdi şunun da atamalarını bir durduralım. Bunu da yanımıza çağıralım.
Docking granted.
Bakü'nün inşasını görmüş olursunuz. Puzzle gibi inşa ediliyor. Biz Diyarbakır'da bir modifikasyon tekrardan yapalım. Aynı silahlara, aynı şeylere sahip olması gerekiyor. Zannımca öyle zaten. Yani öyleymiş. Şimdi Bakü'müz burada. Bu gemiye şimdi hız modunu yükleyeceğiz. Daha da hızlı olacak. Hız modunu yüklemeyi hemen şöyle gösterelim. Gemi modlarını yüklemek için rıhtıma gitmeniz gerekiyor. Genelde rıhtımlarda oluyorlar. Zaten crafting'te birçok şey vardı. Bunu göstermiştik, setalar vesaire. Ama burada iş masası var. İş masası dediğimiz yer Bakü'nün gemi motorlarına takacağız bunu. Şasi değil, kalkan değil, motor değişiklikleri yapacağız. Olağanüstü motor yakıtı istiyormuş. Evet, gelişmiş motor yakıtı. Bize aslında bir tane olağanüstü motor yakıtı enjektörü gerekiyor. Yani gemimize böyle bir mod da yapabiliriz. Daha fazla geliyor seyahat modunda. Onun için de şöyle yapacağım. Tüccara gidiyorum. Malzemelerini bana göster. Gelişmiş motor yakıtı enjektörü varmış aslında bizde bir tane. Olağanüstü motor yakıtı enjektörü gerekiyor bize bir tane. Bu mod sayesinde olan bir şey. Şimdi tekrardan gemi bayisine geliyorum. Bakümü seçiyorum. Şuradan. İstersen bakın bunda seyahat ittirme modu varmış. Sapan ilerleme modülü. Bu motorun itme hızını yükseltiyor. Motor dönüş ivme kuvvetini yükseltiyor. Bu da motor takviyesini. Bunların her birisinin kendine özellikleri var ve bu özellikler gerçekten güzel özellikler. Taktığınız zaman motorunuzu çok fazla güçlendiriyor. Ben öncelikle şundan takmak istiyorum. Seyahat hızı çok fazla oldu. Bu sefer ne kadar? Seyahat modu %21. %21 güzel. Bunu söküp tekrar kurabilirsiniz. Bunu yaparsanız buradaki yüzdeler değişecektir. Buna göre kendinize daha iyi bir şey seçebilirsiniz. Hele silahlarda daha fazla şeyler seçebilirsiniz burada. Onun için araştırma yapmamız tabii ki lazım. Tamamdır. Bakalım. Gemimiz şu an olduğundan kat hızlı oldu.
Okay, good. You have a ship in which you can begin your race. All you have to do now is to find an identical ship close to the finish line. Oh, and there is no need for this second ship to be anything special. Actually, the cheaper and less well-equipped the ship is, the more humiliating the loss will be for Brantlee.
Disengaged.
Awaiting orders.
Are you sure this is the ship you want to use for the race? Just remove the captain from the ship to minimize the chances of someone giving us away.
Awaiting orders.
Great. Everything is in place now. You know, I have to admit, I am nervous about this. I know Brantlee only agreed to the race because he thinks there is no way you could win. But I wonder how he will react when he loses. Men like him are certainly not known for losing graciously, but the opportunity is too great. It is a risk worth taking if it helps to improve life for the people of Avarice. If they were not continuously being shaken down in return for Protectyon, and could focus on actually expanding their business, perhaps the economy could be fundamentally shifted in the Riptide Raker's favor long term.
Let us hope you are right. Some say a rising tide lifts all boats. I am not too sure that this aphorism fits Avarice's particular circumstances.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering if you would show up, actually. My scans indicate that everything seems to be in order, so we can commence the race. First one to cross the finish line wins. And that's me. It will be me.
Unknown object.
Everyone ready? The race will begin in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Your ship just entered an environment that scrambles short-range scans. Change ships now!
Baku. Finish line.
Hold on. That cannot be right.
Ah, finally! I can't believe it took you that long. Well, actually, I can. Thanks to my far superior ship and piloting skills, you never stood a chance. The Astrid helped as well, of course. Now hand over the ship! I don't really have any use for this heap of junk, so I think I'll just scrap it. This whole farce just to prove a point. Do not mess with the Northriver Company!
But we went out of our way to tip the scales in our favor. Outrageous.
Okay, let me take over now.
I am flabbergasted as to how he could have possibly won this race. We fixed everything in our favor. Could it be? No. I did not detect any energy signatures that would indicate him using a similar teleportation technology to the one you used. An experimental new type of travel drive, perhaps? While theoretically possible, I am skeptical that this is what happened. The acceleration, and likewise deceleration, required to reach this point in space in such a short time frame far exceeds what is currently possible. If the North River Company was in possession of technology that could enable such fast travel, they would not keep it secret, and they certainly would not allow the CEO to exclusively use it for his petty purposes. The only explanation we have not ruled out so far is the possibility of anomalies facilitating this kind of rapid movement. My measurements certainly confirm that this system is extraordinarily unstable.
But that is unlikely, right? Bozo, from what you have told me, these anomalies are entirely unstable, with no way to manipulate their destination.
Yes, but we cannot discount the possibility that there are anomalies in this system that are interlinked with each other, or can be used as some sort of slingshot, so further research is required. Assistant, if you can find enough anomalies in this system for me to get a handle on the general situation, I might be able to determine what is going on and identify a stable anomaly. Admittedly, this is a bit of a reach, but quite frankly, the well of ideas is running dry.
Görevin bu aşamasında bizden anomali keşfetmemizi istedi. Biz de anomali keşfedeceğiz. Şimdi buraları hızlandıralım. Hızlı hızlı ben anomalileri keşfedeyim. Siz de o sırada hızlandırılmış versiyonunu izleyin.
established a connection, and I am receiving its data. The beacon has successfully established a connection, and I am receiving its data. Have yielded conclusive results. Their readings are entirely chaotic. At least this experiment has allowed me to reinforce my conclusion, namely that we know next to nothing about the anomalies, and that further study is required. What is obvious, however, is that these anomalies are way too unpredictable to be used as a reliable means of transportation from one set point to another.
I am sorry to hear that this endeavor was unsuccessful. Something just occurred to me, though. 25 years ago, just after the tide first arose and the conditions in the Avarice system worsened, a team of nomad scientists set up a small research station to study the phenomenon. These scientists were stranded here when the network cut the system off. While the vast majority of the Riptide scientists pushed deeper into the system, hoping to identify the cause of the tide. I do not think they ever made the breakthrough they were looking for. All I know is that they eventually went bankrupt and left, or died by the tide, or by criminals looking to cannibalize their equipment. Remnants of their old station remain, although naturally it is now entirely non-functional. Although their research did not ultimately amount to much, you might be able to salvage something which could point us in the right direction.
Indubitably a fine idea. We might as well, since I have run out of ideas on this particular subject.
Baku.
Assistant? I am picking up several ship signatures heading towards you at rapid speed.
Stop right there. It has come to our attention that you've been frequenting systems which are under syndicate protection a lot recently. We don't like it when outsiders come here and shake things up too much. We won't have it. It's bad for business. Now, you can either pay us a fee to allow you to continue going on your merry way, or you back off entirely. And before you try to get one over on us, we will not hesitate to blast you to atoms right here, right now. What will it be?
Baku. Docking granted.
Really? Well...
She. Kid. Kid. Kid.
Those ruffians made sure they vaporized even the last remains of the station. Hold on, though. I can see something on the scanner. There seems to be some sort of black box floating amongst the rubble. See if you can access it. Thankfully, the data on this black box does not seem to be damaged beyond repair. Yes, excellent. I managed to access the data and restore a voice recording. How exciting! I am initiating the recording now.
Log number 412. This is Dr. Doran Viv reporting from the research station Haddad. It has been 7 years since the cataclysmic initial event reshaped the Avarice system. Although I previously reported that progress on the matter of the tide phenomenon has been so slow as to be essentially imperceptible, I now believe that we have achieved a breakthrough. As established in preceding logs, we suspect that whatever instigated the tide phenomenon also weakened the surrounding fabric of space-time. whether that cataclysmic event and the appearance of these anomalies is in some way linked to the ongoing jump gate shutdown has not yet become clear. What is evident, though, is that not all of these anomalies have the same properties. At first glance, they all appear to be unstable, and their destinations seem completely unpredictable when an anomaly is traversed. Our big breakthrough was realizing that the energy released by the tide can interact with a specific anomaly to temporarily stabilize it, which fixes the destination to reliably travel between the same two systems. This in itself is already an invaluable insight, as it suggests that, provided you apply enough energy, the properties of an anomaly can change. Unfortunately, our technology is nowhere near capable enough yet. What we found on the other side of the anomaly is so much more immediately significant. A completely unconnected system, devoid of life. In a fit of unexpected whimsy, I could not help but name said system Leap of Faith. Astonishingly, this solitary system houses an abandoned artificial structure. We were able to extract a condensate from it, which reacts violently when exposed to the tide's advancing energy. We believe that with some further research, we could utilize this material to create some shielding which would protect against the most destructive effects of the tide. While we don't yet know the nature of said alien structure, or how the stable anomaly works exactly, these findings undoubtedly have the potential to change life in this system for the better. The impact of the last tide must have destroyed some communication equipment on the station. I'm having trouble establishing contact, but repairs are currently underway. I cannot wait to share this discovery with the wider scientific community.
The recording ends here. The files indicate that this was the last log to be stored on the black box. I wonder what happened after this message was recorded. It seems that the scientists' findings never became public, since I cannot find any mention of a stable anomaly anywhere in the accessible archives.
With the syndicate showing up like this, it really does seem like someone is going to great lengths to cover their tracks, does it not? I imagine that in this environment, any kind of leg up would inevitably yield enormous profits.
Assistant, would you look at that? I went back to the data we gathered from your beacons, and to my great shame, I have to admit that it does seem like I did indeed miss something rather crucial. With one of these anomalies, the reading changed for a fraction of a nanosecond, just before the tide hit. This change was easy to miss because the beacon ceased to function immediately afterwards. With this data, I can identify exactly which anomaly is alerted by the impact. I think we are very close to solving the Protectyon mystery. All you need to do is pass through the anomaly shortly after the tide has hit it. That should not be too hard for a resourceful pilot and a grade A assistant.
Evet arkadaşlar, görevimizin sonuna gelmeden önce size kısa bir bilgi vermek istedim. Bilgimiz şu şekilde. Benim şurada 2 tane fabrikam var gördüğünüz gibi. Bir fabrikam ilaç üretiyor, yani gıda tayınlarıyla tıbbi malzemeler üretiyor. Bir diğeri ise de gövde parçası üretiyor, hull part üretiyor. Ve bir tane daha istasyon inşa ediyorum. Bu istasyonumda Claytronic dediğimiz inşaatta yarayan bir parça üretecek. Ama bu parçayı üretmem için de 17 milyonluk bir kredi ödemem gerekiyor. Ya ben bu krediyi tamamını ödemek istemiyorum. O yüzden şöyle yapıyorum. Normalde benim hull part üreten fabrikamın buraya malzeme taşıması lazım. Ama oyun bazen buna izin vermiyor. Yani diğer ticaret gemileri olsun ya da sizin ticaret gemileriniz olsun gelip buradan alıp da buraya mal vermiyor. Sizin bunu yapabilmeniz için de çok aslında basit bir yöntem var. Şöyle göstereyim. Benim genel merkezim var. Ben genel merkezimi direkt olarak ticaret merkezi olarak kullanıyorum. Mantıksal bakışa gelirsek şurada benim ürettiğim malzemelerin depolanması var. Bakın gövde parçaları, enerji hücreleri, gıda tayınları, rafine metaller, tıbbi malzemeler. Nvidium'u ben araştırmalar için kullanıyorum. Onu pek bakmayın. Buradaki gövde parçalarını şu an satılıyor. 616 tane argonla alıyor. Ben şu an istasyonumu inşa ediyorum. İstasyonumu inşa ettiğim için satış tekliflerini, yani ben satarken bunları sınırlamamı sadece fabrika kurallarında, yani izin verilen fraksiyonlar karanlık madde fraksiyonu. Burayı karanlık madde fraksiyonuna çevirdiğim zaman gövde parçalarını sadece ve sadece benim istasyonlarıma temin edecek. Yani olan olay şu: boron ve argon bana şurada gördüğünüz miktar kadar bir gövde parçası getirecek. Bu gövde parçasını getirdikten sonra otomatik olarak benim diğer gemim, yani şuradaki Mengü, buradaki arkadaşımız şu benim istasyonuma bağlı bir arkadaşımız. Bu arkadaşımız buradan alıp buraya temin edecek. Buradan almaktansa direkt buradan alıyor. Ve bir de şöyle de bir şey yapabilirsiniz. Mantıksal genel bakışa tekrardan geliyorum hull part üretimine. Burada benim hull partım üretilmiş. Ben istersem tekrardan buraya bir sınırlandırma koyarım. Sadece fabrikalarımın arasında derim. Ve daha sonrasında benim arkadaşım buraya gelip buradan alıp buraya taşıyacak. Buradan da buraya taşıyacak. Yani üçlü bir döngü yapmış olacak bu sektör içerisinde. Yani şuraya hull part taşımış olacak kısacası. Ve daha sonrasında benim burada ilaç fabrikam var. Bu ilaç fabrikası ne işe yarıyor? Sizin oyun içerisinde bir iş gücünüzün olması gerekiyor. İş gücü dediğimiz olay da buraya kurduğunuz habitatlar. Habitatları da zaten ben oyun içerisinde daha bir önceki bölümde göstermiş olmam gerekiyordu. Habitatlar sizin oyundaki şu iş gücü sağlar. Yani insan sağlar size. İnsan da oyun içerisinde tabii ki her şeyde olduğu gibi gereklidir. Bunların da ihtiyaçları oluyor doğal olarak. Bu habitatların ihtiyaçları, yani insanların ihtiyaçları da gıda tayını ve tıbbi malzemeler. Bu oyun içerisinde sürekli sirkülasyon olan bir şeydir. Gıda tayınları ve tıbbi malzemeleri üretmeniz için de gereken 3 ana materyal var: et, baharatlar ve buğday. Bu üçünü üretmeniz gerekiyor. Daha sonrasında gıda tayınları ve tıbbi malzemeler ürettikten sonra iş gücünüze bunları aktarabilirsiniz. Bilgilendirme bu kadardı. Merak ettiğiniz başka bir şey olursa yorumlarda bekliyorum sizi. Şimdi göreve geçelim.
Found your way into safety, as the sun is now erupting. The tide will now travel through the system and, with violent force, damage stations and ships alike. Be safe.
Entering system. Leap of faith.
And you are through. Initial measurements of the immediate area show no hazardous regions or other immediate threats nearby. In the log, the nomad researcher spoke of finding an unnatural alien structure in the system. Assistant, let us see if we can find this intriguing construct. From what I can tell, this system seems to be subject to a phenomenon similar to the tide in the Avarice system. But these spikes in energy are far less frequent. Unlike Avarice, however, the source of the outburst appears to be a black hole which periodically emits radiation. But this is no reason to worry, Assistant. This event seems to release significantly less energy in comparison.
Evet, burada isterseniz Shift 3 yapıp R'ye uzun basıp uzunlamasına bir tarama yapabilirsiniz. Ya da eğer alanı görebiliyorsanız şurada bir yapı var zaten. Bakın karşınızda görüyorsunuz. Oraya doğru gitmeniz gerekiyor sadece. Bu düz bir yapı. Bu sistem içerisinde zaten bir tane var bundan. Bakayım. Evet. Gerçekten farklı bir sistem burası. Buraya herhangi bir giriş çıkış yok. Ve arkadaşlar, önemli bir bilgi: oyundaki tek kara delik olan sistem burası. Şu arkadaki gördüğünüz kocaman siyahlık bir kara delik.
I can see the structure on my scanners. Conducting an initial examination now. How utterly fascinating! Assistant, the structure in front of you here is incredibly old, to the point where I am having difficulties dating it correctly. My equipment cannot read the data. But an educated guess would be that this structure is astonishingly ancient. My hypothesis would be that it was abandoned by its architect several millennia ago. This means the structure is most likely to be of Sonan origin. It also explains why my attempts at replicating the Protectyon condensate have failed so far. The Sonen are said to be in possession of technology vastly superior to that of the races we are currently in contact with. Unfortunately, we do not know much about them, other than they are in some way connected to the jump gates. I wonder what it was that they were doing here, and whether it was in some way related to the tide phenomenon. Hold on. We are not alone. According to my readings, yours is not the only vessel that has happened upon this structure.
Would you look at that? It is Brantlee. What is he doing here?
He appears to be familiar with the structure already. Assistant?
Brant, finally. There you are. We agreed to do these resupply runs together, to cut down on the time we actually spend hauling the stuff back to our distribution center. Yeah, save it. I had Northriver Company business to deal with. Apparently a sore loser has been snooping around, and I had to throw them off, you know. What the? A great job you did. Look who just happened to sneak up on us here. Hey, you. What are you doing here? I can't believe you found our nowhere space. 7 years. We managed to keep this place secret for 7 years. What do we do now, Lee? Well, this is something best discussed in person. You, come on over for a little chat.
What a curious turn of events.
Their panicked reactions confirm that this is indeed where they obtain their Protectyon. It is not really their product. It will be interesting to hear what they have to say for themselves. This feels like our best shot at finding a way to help the disenfranchised people of the Avarice system.
These guys might not be the smartest, but going to great lengths obfuscating that there's two of them sure shows that they have some savvy. Stay on your toes.
Astrid. Baku. Docking granted.
It is incredible how the interior of a ship of this size can look so amazingly lavish.
Evet, bu arada gerçekten oyundaki en güzel, yani iç tasarımı en güzel gemilerden bir tanesi bu. Burada bir suyu bile var. Yani oyunda şu suyu çok az görürsünüz, inanın. Burası iniş kısmı. Çok güzel bir gemi bu arada. Cidden. Neyse yanlarına gidelim bari.
Great prophet! They really are
So you came. Wise choice. This one has a good business sense. I can tell. Yes, and we will get to that. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find this place? Ah, yes. I knew that our efforts to clean up should have been more thorough. It seems our contacts in the Vigor Syndicate are slipping. I paid them an obscene amount of credits to make you go away. And look where that has left us. Yes, well, clearly that did not work. So, how about we approach this from a different angle? As you probably figured out, this here is our very own golden goose. We have no idea what this whole construct is about. But we did figure out that we can use the condensate surrounding it as shielding against the tide. We are in a very unique position. The people of Avarice absolutely need it. Only we can provide it. Are you able to follow along so far? Honestly, sheer luck, like you wouldn't believe. I was just returning from a trade run when the tide hit my ship and pushed it into the anomaly. I don't know exactly why, but I could immediately tell this system was different. Put that down to my entrepreneurial spirit, huh? Anyway, my ship was pretty badly damaged from the impact, so it took me a while to get everything back into shape. Once it was operational again, I eventually came across the derelict station and the Protectyon. Someone else must have come before us, though. I was able to interface with technology that was very similar to ours to access the Protectyon. I suspect it was those nomad researchers. It took us a while to figure out how to properly transport and store this stuff. But from there on out, it was just a few lucky breaks, and knowing which people to pay, both to figure out the product at hand and to make any troublemakers disappear. Oh, please, don't be naive. Because we can, of course. As far as we can tell, the reserves here could supply the entire galaxy for centuries, and we would not run out. This stuff is highly potent, highly advanced. But who'd be willing to repeatedly pay us obscene amounts of money if they knew that? Good. Then you probably know where we are heading with this. Now, obviously, we need you to keep quiet about this. We could try to kill you, but as you might have noticed, we are not thugs, and our ships are certainly not made to shoot anyone. I mean, sure, we could set the Vigor Syndicate on you again, throw waves and waves of hired gunmen at you until you are dead, and you would die eventually. But why should we? It's costly and unpredictable, and by the time you are permanently done for, knowledge of this place might have spread throughout the entire universe. We cannot risk that. Yes. So how about we offer you an unofficial position in this enterprise? You are here now. That means clearly the Vega Syndicate's leadership is slipping. You could be the change of management we have been looking for. Of course, we would pay you handsomely. And who knows? If we get along well, we might even allow you to buy an Astrid-class ship of your own. You know what? Think about it. Take a look around this ship. Make sure to really take in all of the luxurious details. The exquisite wood paneling. That is authentic wood, by the way. None of that synthetic rubbish. And the marble flooring. Really think about what your next steps will look like. You could rise to the top with us. When you have made up your mind, speak with us again, and we will set everything in motion.
I seriously hope you're not considering this. We have both seen what their business practices do to people's lives. Lives snuffed out in a fraction of a second, but I defended them from criticism for so long, thinking that the Syndicate was the problem.
Assistant, if you have a moment, I have some interesting developments to report to you. As you entered this sumptuous ship, I was able to exploit a weakness in the ship computer's operating system. It appears that the Astrid's engines and systems are uniquely impressive, but the twins did not afford the same attention to detail to their internal security systems. I am happy to report that I have limited read access to their database, and I could potentially access a blueprint that would allow you to set up a condensate containment facility in direct competition with the twins. There is a slight caveat though. I would not be able to copy the blueprint without them noticing, and I cannot guarantee that I can access this file for much longer. This means that you will need to decide whether to fall in line with the Northriver Company, or strike out on your own and offer the Protectyon at a much more affordable price. I am afraid you cannot have your bofu and eat it.
Sure, if you seize this opportunity, then you could help the people of Avarice by offering Protectyon at a significantly lower price. But if you really wanted to, you could also keep the price up to increase your own profits. Now, I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying. You know, it is an option.
Evet, iki tane olay var. Kısacası bu gelgite kalkan sağlayan Protectyon denilen maddeyi diyeyim kısacası elde edebiliyormuşuz. Ya da bu adamlarla konuşup bize para vermelerini sağlıyormuşuz. Ya tabii ki para önemli değil. Yani biz kendimiz üretip kendimiz kazanıyoruz. Bu adamların vereceği 3-5 kuruşa pek talip değilim, o yüzden diğer seçeneği seçeceğim.
This ship sure is something, is it not? Oh, the magnificent opulence of it all. That'll make anyone want to keep their mouth shut, right? We deserve to be on the top with all your good work so far. You clearly deserve to be rewarded too. What do you say? Are you in?
Şimdi Bolsa Hack'i çalıştırdığı zaman biz blueprint'i elde etmiş olacağız. Bu bir. İkincisi ya da sizin yanınızda olacağım derseniz eğer bu gemiyi alabilirsiniz. Bu gemi güzel bir gemi gerçekten. Oyunda işte üretilmeyen gemilerden bir tanesi. İstediğinizi yapabilirsiniz gerçekten. Yani hani burada ben her zaman Bolsa Hack'i çalıştırı seçtim. Bir kere sadece bu gemiyi aldım. Kullandım, öyle pek bir esprisi yok, sadece içi güzel öyle. Gemi ateş bile edemiyor yani, sadece sağda solda gezebiliyorsunuz, birazcık hızlı vesaire. Hani bunu tamamlayacak bir mod illaki vardır, o yüzden bunu seçmenize hiç gerek yok, o yüzden Bolsa Hack'i çalıştırı seçiyorum ben.
Accessing blueprint now.
What? Who are you talking to? So, does that mean you refuse to fall in line?
Blueprint added to your database.
Brother, something is wrong. It appears the blueprints to our Protectyon storage facility have just been stolen. You, how dare you? We will make sure your life becomes a living hell, no matter the cost. And we have deep pockets.
Evet, uzay tulumunu kullan diyor da uzay tulumunu kullanmaya pek gerek yok. Ben direkt Bakü'ye atlıyorum. Önce kaydedeyim.
Baku.
Assistant, it appears that the twins have put a bounty on your head, and the entirety of the Vigor Syndicate is looking to collect.
grudge against you. They are only paid to care. So, if you can make it an unattractive business proposition to go after you, they will cease to do so. Get them to back off by taking out their leadership, and at the same time, show them that Northriver are not the only ones around these parts with deep pockets. That should do the trick.
Geldiğimiz yoldan geri dönüyoruz.
Entering system. Avarice.
Bu arada Vigo Sendikası'yla kötü olduk. Aramız açıldı bu arkadaşlarla biraz.
Entering Avarice. 4. Unknown object.
What do you... Oh, it's you. I would not have thought you were brave enough to return to our territory. Or perhaps it is not bravery. Stupidity? No. Clearly you did not get to this point by being stupid. I don't much care what you did to the Northriver Company suits, but it must have been good.
Ödeyeceğiz Vigo Sendikası'na. Bu adamların başına bela olacaklar. Ya 15 milyon çok da önemli bir fiyat değil, inanın.
So you want to pay us to back off? Very well. I will relay the message. Tüccarımız.
Önce Fenrir'i buraya çağırmam lazım. Fenrir'i şöyle buraya bir çağıralım bakalım. Fenrir'e bu işi kolayca yapabileceğimize inanıyorum. Çünkü burada çok fazla büyük gemileri yok. Büyük gemileri vesaire var. Bunlar da küçük fighter'lar oldukları için sıkıntı çekeceğimizi hiç zannetmiyorum. Bakalım. Fenrir buraya gelirken biz de şu Astrid'lere saldıralım. Ve onlardan o gemilerini alalım.
Experience like no other. Enjoy and discover a wide variety of your favorite games. Xenon Invaders, Ride the Tide, Traveling to Lottie. You name it, we've got it. Visit our establishment now for a generous starter bonus with the potential to win real credits. Where else would you show off and improve your skills if not at the Aurora Casino, which regularly pays out millions of credits? That's a score for the lucky ones. Are you the lucky one?
Should have fallen in We own Avarice and its people.
Baku. Astrid. Docking granted. Ice Refinery. Ducha. Mantic Ice Refinery.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against this station.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
Explosion imminent.
orders.
Awaiting orders. You're not much of a pilot, are you?
I'm so frightened.
One hit like that isn't gonna stop me.
Awaiting orders.
Get me out of here!
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Requesting immediate backup. You had none.
Stop your attack at me. You will now suffer the consequences. This is Sector Security. Comms channel open. Reporting an attack against this station.
Striking.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
This is not what I signed up for.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Striking.
Enemy spotted. Get me out of here!
We will be scanning your
Explosion imminent.
You're engaging at any time.
That's fine. You can go now.
Danger.
Stop.
Requesting immediate backup. Nuts.
Striking.
this conflict is resolved.
Evet arkadaşlar, gördüğünüz üzere şu an Vigo Sendikası'yla bütün işimiz bitmiştir. Ve geri dönüyoruz. Bütün gemilerimizi geriye çağırdık ve Fenrir'e evine yolluyoruz. Fenrir'in hasar yememesi çok doğal. Arada gemi de ele geçirmişiz bu arada. Kısaca şöyle söyleyeyim. Aslında Fenrir'in bu gücünün sebebi kalkanlarından geliyor. Bir de modlu bir gemi. Evet arkadaşlar, bir istasyon yok ettik. Bir gemi ele geçirdik. Güzel bir gemi ele geçirdik. İçi döşeli bir gemi ele geçirdik. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Bay bay. Kanala abone olmayı unutmayın. Seviliyorsunuz.